Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Grigsby's War in the East, where I'm here with turn 5 and not turn 6 like I said earlier. We have a couple of new events here. First one, the Axis captures Salmi. Advancing Finnish Soviet forces reach the northern shore of Lake Ladoga and capture Salmi, the Ladoga-Karelia region captured by the Axis, and the region transferred to the Finnish theater box. RAF raids are starting. The British RAF begins conducting bombing raids on Axis cities in July 1941, which stretch until December 1941. These early bombing missions revealed that only 1 in 3 bombers are able to hit their mark within 5 miles of their target. Target manpower damage 20, radius 55, range 1. We again have a garrison shortage in the Transcaucasus. There's a garrison shortage in Italy. So my opponent is also taking stuff out of there and putting it on the Eastern Front, most likely. And then there's the V sign. On July 19th, 1941, Prime Minister Winston Churchill referred approvingly to the V for Victory campaign in a speech. From this point, he started using the V hand sign. The V sign was unofficially adopted as the Allied signal, along with the motive of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. The Germans also adopted the V sign, sometimes adding laurel leaves under it, painting their own V's on walls, vehicles, and adding a massive V to the Eiffel Tower. Let's go and take a look at what happened here. Seems like my opponent has decided to go and attack Odessa, but they did so before it was isolated. So my units actually got out, and relatively unscathed too. I mean, it took some hits, but I'll take the 3 rifle divisions. It does mean that these guys open up earlier, but you don't hear me complaining about this. Either way, they used 157,000 men, 260. Yeah, they're Stug battalions. Alright, well, fair enough. Hurricanes, huh? Romanian. Well, either which way, my coastal artillery division surrendered, and then, well, obviously I was never going to make this roll. So, ultimately we lost 11,000 men. But it's less bad than one would expect. My opponents also attacked here, interestingly, but these kind of things suck. If you lose so many on these rolls here, this one wasn't. Well, they're still quite bad. Losing 66 tanks. What kind of tanks? My opponent lost a bunch of 3-4s, but they're mostly T-26s and they're OT-130s. It's not the end of the world, but not amazing. Especially if they rout. Kinda sucks that they still have reasonable attack power here. My units stood no chance. And that's that. Then they got Kiev, actually, attacking with a lot of men here. Not the worst of losses. Of course, I also took out a division there to make sure I didn't immediately get overrun. I guess I could have kept it there if I knew my opponent attacked immediately. I actually thought they'd get across. And then they attacked here. And they attacked the second time, where we also held. Right, that's not too bad, actually. Mostly old tank losses, that's fine. So, yes, that's not too bad. So my forces did hold there. I guess they would have tried to cross. They're gonna attack here too, very likely. 3-7. I can see them attack there next turn. If my opponent doesn't... Like, I'd rather fight for this. But... my opponent's armored spearheads are quite powerful naturally. Interesting that I've two Dnipropetrovsk, Zero, and Zaporizhzhia. The only good thing about this is that I can actually fight for the Dnieper here too. Even if the infantry crosses over on this side, they'll be a lot slower. So I can retreat a bit easier while having to watch out for the armor. Like if the armor goes that way. I actually think that this armor probably needs to rest quite soon. And I actually don't think they're gonna get across that quickly. It will take them at least another turn. So German turn 6 before they reach the Dnieper, I think. And then that's at least turn 6. If they're gonna go and try to get down here, I can see them try to potentially get across the Dnieper turn 7. We'll see. How are all of these guys doing? Some of them are okay, which is nice. Okay, so my opponent did cross here. Did they attack this unit? Did they not? They, interestingly, also did not attack up here. Not at all. I'm inclined to try another attack on these two. They're in a very poor supply situation. So, I could do that. This situation still bad. So my units retreated. Not the worst losses here. Luckily this time the road is open, but I can hold it there. Like this kind of stuff is just sucks because it's very hard to whittle down the enemy units if they don't take that many losses. And then, of course, my opponent is pushing here again. 2 attacks. Ah, it's just recon. I mean, this is not too bad. Neither is this. Held. Huh. They lose 10 men. It's like, wow. Then... oh, jeez. The heck, man. Panzer Leibstandarte. Wow. Yeah, yeah, okay. And then here they get scouted. 9 tanks lost, at least for Totenkopf. What kind of tanks do they have? If they have 103, I guess there's some Flammpanzers there. Fair enough. We at least have some swamp hexes, and this is also a heavy woods hex. I think light woods. Yeah. My opponent doesn't seem to be that interested into moving into this area. Ah, shoot. Interestingly enough, they, in a sense, got out. I'll be happy to have new forces over here. Things are a bit weird. Like, obviously, I find it a bit weird that they have these armored units still here. I'm not quite sure what my opponent wants to do with these armored units here. Since the terrain is so bad, their movement is going to be exceedingly low. And obviously I have to divert some forces to this area, but not even that much. Alright, at this point, I actually do want to put more air forces around those areas. Let's just take this out for a bit. Huh. Well. Interesting that those airbases, they actually got done pretty quickly. I got some sappers there. Well, if I want to expand those air bases, which I think I do. It cost me some engineer sappers, but I guess it is worth it. Let's expand this airbase too. Naturally, it will take time for these airbases to expand to a level 2 as it is too. Okay. Let's actually start looking at stuff like this. The reason for that is that the Far East is actually, they have 13 too many. And then these two have slightly too little. So I could actually switch it up from the Far East. I want to go and take a look at the transfers. So these are the transfers for this turn. I have this rifle division arriving in the Far East. Okay. So I will get some naval infantry in the northern front. And then this unit is a reinforcement to Trans-Caucasus. Reinforcements. These are in transfer. This is in transfer from the map, but it's just an artillery regiment. And then there is nothing else going there that I think requires immediate attention. There's all reinforcements into the reserves from northern front to map. Those will be reinforcements to the map, reinforcements to the reserves. Remove from map the military districts. Alright, that's for the next return, so that's okay. which means I can switch some stuff around. First of all, for the Transcaucasus, I'm gonna need 5 in total. And it doesn't really matter that much what I'm gonna send. So if I just send... It's gonna take a couple of turns, but I don't really mind that. You... and you. And I was gonna get something in the Transcaucasus. I'm gonna have to take a look here for a sec. To Transcaucasus. Turn 6, our reinforcements. So that'll be next turn, and the 8th turn I also have a cavalry. So then they'll be done, basically. I'm getting a bunch of reinforcements turn 9. Ah, crap. Didn't even have to send anything. Ah, poop. Well, I guess from Transcaucasus it won't take that long to the map. That means I can get a total of 6 over to the map as it is. I'm gonna get as many engineer sappers for the start. Because they will help my units dig in, so I really want to get those there. And then ideally I will also take cavalry. And I know I'm already getting a lot of engineer sappers, but they will not be ready immediately yet, so that will take its sweet time. How much do I... ah, crap. Immediately at 99. Wow. Whew. Didn't expect that. That wasn't 5. Hey, hey. Okay, well, let's see when I'm getting reinforcements in Far East, if I'm getting them. Core Artillery Regiment. Next turn, and turn 7 cavalry. Okay, that should then be enough, I guess. In the Transcaucasus, I obviously don't have enough, and now in the north I'm at 91, so I'm working my way up there. That's okay. So that's that. I want to go and take a look at the air forces. So I want to get a few more air units. Don't have a lot, obviously, but I'm gonna start with getting some fighters around Leningrad. And let's actually start with this, because these are fighter bombers, which is fair enough. But I could get them there. And I actually want to switch these to MiGs. Ah, they've flown this turn, okay. Fine. I also have air bases here. What, I want to do is ideally I will get those with high experience and high readiness. Let's also take these. And I can put them under that 7th Air Corps. Now, I actually want to also take a look at how many bombers I should take. How many I can produce, because... Oh. Production filter on here. They are making 145. No, they're not making 145 a turn. I've built 262 IL-2s. PE2s are bombers too, but yeah, I do have some in the pool at the moment. L-Force? I do wonder then where I have bombers here. Level bombers. Oh. Really? Huh. Well, let's change these into lags. from there, the next thing is I'll get some tactical bombers, but not too many. No. Well, these aren't doing that badly. Yes. Just taking a look at flag levels there. The thing is that I want the Leningrad front to get ground support by these. It's not that much yet, but they are getting it. Since I also think that the front has stabilized there well enough that I can actually use air forces there. Over here at Yelnya and this, I actually think it might get overrun pretty soon. Although one other thing that I want to do here is I want to do recon. Actually, let's change the target hex. Let's just do strike number 2, actually a bit less, and see how much I get to see. I actually don't know how much I will see. I could probably... change the target to here. Let's switch that to Luga. Okay. Western Recon Group is... Western Air Command. Western Recon Group is not under Western Air Command at all. They're under Long Range Air Command. For now. I would have to switch that, but... let's actually make that the target. And I want the Western Recon Group to be under Western Air Command. It doesn't take away the let's just redo it for a sec, because I am actually a bit afraid that they ain't gonna do it. Given that my opponent has put a second Panzer division here, it kind of almost seems as if they're gonna try and attack through this area. And I don't really know why they would want to do that. Although there are clear hexes there. If I could get units here and attack that, the Großdeutschland Motorized Regiment, it does seem to be very powerful. I might be able to get them unencircled for another turn. Which would delay the Germans quite severely. Alright, I'm gonna try this for one more turn. This is pretty tricky, I suppose. They probably also have quite a bit of infantry close by. I'm just gonna say that I want it for the 24th Army. And personally, if I'm gonna fight for Kharkov, and I'm probably also gonna fight for Stalino. Let's take a look at fighter bombers. Most of them are pretty bad, but actually, let's take a look. So in terms of ready, you have poor experience. These are quite good. And these don't have enough ready units. These do. Can send 100 to Belgorod. Okay. And they're under the 59th, okay. Okay, not that many more planes, but you know, I can't have too many on the map yet, and I guess slowly building it up, but I do think that getting more air forces up here is important. And I also think I want to get a few more even here at Muga now. Okay. I can put them under this. Should be fine. Alright, let's run it. Pretty high losses here. So I have to be a bit more careful. A lot of operational losses too. Okay, well. Let's see though if they revealed anything. Yes, they did. And here. Only that. I would think then that attacking there is possible, but we'll see. Huh, it's... I can even just get them out. They're probably unready indeed. I don't actually see them getting all the way to Nikolaev, but I'll put them in Kherson. Oh. So I will retreat basically to this side here now, and I will get some of these across the river at least. The one with 10 is a bit more unfortunate. No way for them to get across, huh? I will have to put up a bit of a defense around this area too, so it doesn't immediately get encircled, all of it. Oh. Which would also be a problem. But let's see. You're ready, interestingly enough. Even after taking a bit of a beating. This one is still only on 5. I'm not that surprised. 136. This is probably going to go to 1 soon. But I'm going to have these guys help out here now. Alright. You're unready. I guess moving down. And I will again have to reorganize on that stuff, but let's get you here. And cavalry there. These are still quite weak, unfortunately. But my opponent isn't there yet, so he should be here on reserve. And yeah, the other unit should be in Curson at that point. I actually think I'd rather just have you cross already. And I'll have you guys on reserve here too for the moment. Actually, like this. And transfer these to the northern front. Are you actually, you're unready. Should be having supply depot here. Let's put them on Curson on refit. These guys will have to go somewhere too. Alright, they cannot use the rail at this point. Poltava it is. You're only unready. So they might actually become a bit more useful again. You're in a bit of trouble. Let's move them down. This is, yeah. I cannot move it. Cannot put it under anything. No. Can't disband it. And I can hardly imagine my opponent. Well, maybe he would forget. I don't know. Either way. Guess this really sucks. But nothing can be done about it. Right, let's actually go up here. So they're all ready, and I'm just gonna let them collect their points. 36 is actually not that bad, but there aren't that many forces in there, so relatively soon I'm gonna need to man that with infantry as well, which is a problem. Let's start though with getting you at least a hex away. And both of these are unready too. This is a swamp hex, which makes it exceedingly useful. For defense. And I am also at the point where I do want to have a double layer. That's rather unfortunate. They're going to unready on a whim like that. Okay, so those are Lightwoods, rather unfortunate business. And apparently I do have another one here now. Let's start with moving you back 1 hex, you back 1 hex. And getting behind this river. I will use these, and you're unready. Where are the supply depots? Well, I'll see whether I want to keep them there, but I want to put you in there. At least those two. And I will also send over the 235th Rifle Division. And then very likely I can use all of these again on the next turn. So, yeah. I can send this unready unit over here. But I won't, because these guys are in worse shape. One of the things that's a bit tricky is that indeed they could technically come from this side and try to get there. I don't see it happening this turn. There was something that I wanted. move. I guess this rifle division? Probably. No, I guess not. One to you there. The one thing that I want to check though is, well, I'm gonna send some units. How's that rail? Undamaged. Oh. I'll actually also build a depot here. That way I can get more fresh divisions onto Novgorod potentially. And I certainly will also get this rifle division off of there. If I put into Chudovo, cannot do anything with it. I'll send it to Luga, where it can also refit. I have this unit, the tank division here. Although I might actually fall back onto these heavy woods there anyway. I'd have to see. For the moment, I'll get a third unit over into Novgorod. Maybe. I guess the cavalry. Although they will refit too. Are these 76? I'll keep them all ready for now. Yeah. As it is, I have to put these units there. And I do want to also at least... Oh, that's the wrong unit. Have that. I know I have 2 fresh divisions there, but it's also not too amazing, just a 5, even though it's across the river. I'm well aware of that, but this seems to be slightly better. You're actually ready. I'll actually take you out. I don't know why I put it here and not here, actually. Lightwoods, lightwoods. These lightwoods are also a bit of a problem. To be completely honest, yeah, that's fine. So I'll put both of those on refit there. What can I do here? Because I also still want to have some stuff behind the lines, indeed, even here. If they break the double line, that would be a serious problem. I want to get you off of the train. You off of the train. Now, I'll start with this, and those units that are unready, clearly we'll move to these places for refitting. Except maybe the mechanized. This is also light wood, so I'm not going to hold that. Clearly. Still, the amount of space I can give here is marginally big. And that sucks. Seemingly, we don't have that many units that can do this. But let's see if I can't do this here. 11th Army General. Yeah. Ha. It cost me 70 tanks. And my losses are quite higher besides. Got 5 stücks, huh? Okay. I will also lose this rifle division. It cannot move back because of their zone of control. Now, I could question myself whether I do want to attack here. How many can I bring to bear? There are 12. Moving away costs 2. $13, $20. I would not be able to attack with these either, and I would need to get them out. They will not get too many supplies. So that'd be a good 15,000. They'll just go and get out. Now, the question is whether this mechanized division is going to be better than the 6,000 of these militias. 25,000, 32, 38, 51, 58, 65, 78. It cost them 5 to move back, and attacking is 6. So that should work. Okay. No, let's actually see, the armies are all close enough. I'm really holding my breath here. I actually now don't feel this will succeed, but nope. Yeah, that's really rough. But all right. Let's get him out. Or at least some of them. Let's start with you going here. Shame I can now no longer move them. If they swing up, That would be a problem too. What did we lose? Again, these are mostly old tanks, but yeah, I shouldn't have done it. And another thing that's pretty interesting, I suppose. So what to do here? Says could retake Bobrusk. Wouldn't really matter, but I do feel that after my turn 6, I should probably get away from this position too, especially after that great attack. German AFVs remain relatively stagnant. How many T-34s are we producing anyway? a turn. About 80. Now, by this point, not only do I need to prepare for my opponent to cross the river, I now also need to start defending around this side. How is the railroad at Kremenchuk? Good. Interesting. It would be quite wishful thinking to think that that would have been possible. No. My opponent is probably gonna go and push a river. We know he has only infantry here, so I don't need to deal with any threat of encirclement in that area. It does mean, however, I'm shifting my forces south. That was such a beautiful rail yard. But I am going to abandon it. And again, I'll start moving further south. Given the situation. Given that, I actually... How much recon did my opponent do? Not actually too much. Well, starting with this, I actually do need a couple of infantry to move down. I'll send at least 4. They will occupy this territory here. They have a really hard, so even taking them off next turn will be a bit easier. Or is it damaged? No? Okay. Right, I kind of just have to move it there so that there's no gap here that they can cross. I guess they could go into these hexes, but I'm not really looking at that right now. I'll also send another 3 here. And I'm gonna start shuffling some of these weaker units. Further down the line. You're now ready. Which also means I'll be moving you further up. I'm also going to send some of these reserve units further away, so you here and you're unready. Send you out. And I'll actually have these as a reserve now. What is this gonna become anyway? NKVD Motorized Rival Division. It will turn into NKVD-B. More rifle squads and stuff. No more cavalry. And a bunch of tanks. Okay. Moving them down too. Okay, there we are. So, emptying my pockets a little bit. I have you at the ready, which I want to do as well. The thing is, I can't just allow them to get to the other side that easily. No. I mean, doing that kind of sucks, but... this anti-tank unit does seem to be ready. Now, if they push them back and get a unit on here, it will be very difficult for these to get away. Yeah. Really, if they do attack, I need the delay to be very high there. If they get across on this hex, at least I can get away through there, and then I guess I'll build a new line on these swamp hexes. Although again, how quickly that will go will have to remain seen. Yeah. It's probably better to try and keep Cherkassia with its manpower at least for another turn. They're not gonna have anything there, so again, even though it sucks just like that, I'll be moving my armor this way because my opponent is not gonna go back and then cross the river here, I think. I hope. But I could see them try to strike there, so get across the river and then try to go there. If they attack this, get in there, these guys could be trapped. If I do abandon Kiev, it's like turn 6, turn 7-ish, turn 8, turn 9, turn 10. Wait, I guess I'll try to keep it for one more turn. Maybe. Although, the only thing I'm trying to protect is some manpower there. I'm gonna think about it for a sec, but I'll be back. I'm taking a little break, so I'll meet you on the other side. Well, crap! I forgot to record again. Oh well. I'm back here, and let's unfortunately just also get you out on refit. Now, what I've been doing here so far is I've been getting a bunch of units up in here. Now, I'll probably replace 34th Army, the guy, because he's so bad. But I do need another army here. Because he has infantry 3, and I do want to have a guy with at least infantry 6. So this is not the greatest guy, so I'll try to choose someone who's cheap and that's also okay. Now, one such person would be this guy here. Then that leaves me no more points for getting another guy, but I'm saving my AP every turn in a sense. Either way, this guy is a lot better, and he is going to be put on the Leningrad. Actually, I might just as well put them under the Arkhangelsk MD, which is probably better. They will leave next turn, I know. But it might help me here for a bit. So, no need to to actually disband that, but yeah, it's fine. You cannot get off of the train, but let's get started here. So these will go, if they can, under the 34th, which is under Oakring Hills, yeah. No. '34th will probably fill up real fast, but that's fine. One thing that I'm very likely to do here is just replace the generals up here for a while and nowhere else, because the Leningrad front is actually the most pressing one. My opponent is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away from the double rail. And the actual sad part is that neither is there rain this turn, nor there will be rain next turn. We're actually quite unfortunate on the weather for our part. It's not gonna rain. It really sucks. Can only hope August will be better, but I highly doubt it. Either way, this army has been taken care of. That means, how bad is Leningrad front doing? Actually, not too bad here. We have a whole lot of bunch of units coming in. Actually, let's don't actually know how to do this, but you're supposed to, there we go, set color, because I guess the default is all the way white, but given this is pretty close, so that's kind of orangey. It's a bit darker, but that's okay. That's fine. The 54, eh? '16th Army has barely anything now. Let's see which is better, because we have 16th Army, which is a 3-5. I'm 100% sure I'm supposed to have another army around here. Do I not? I guess I do not have another army. The heck? Do I have one to send? Probably not even. I decided to use my cavalry to start building a defensive line like this. In case the Germans do get close. I have no army. Okay. Let me actually see if there is armies coming in. Nope. I'll get the 49th army this turn. But that would be about it. It's funny that I'll get the Odessa Cavalry Division, which is already lost out. But okay. I actually don't think I can stop the no. It's like maybe I can stop them from disbanding, but that's not possible. Okay, well I guess they're gonna take the front units. Yeah, there we are. 22nd Army. That was weird. All the units in here will not be under an army because I cannot afford it. They'll just be under the Leningrad front. Okay. Definitely want the front units to be doing well. This guy is a 7, so I want him to have most. Especially here. Whereas as for the Luga operational army, they'll take care of stuff here. There are a few units there, but that's not too important. Also a unit like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd rather have him in the 16th than under the 22nd, where I really just want the infantry, especially at the front. So you can get maximum guys at the front here. I could see my opponent trying to go for this. Now I'll let them take also both of these. So that's 22nd, the front. Then we have 16th. Which will take care of those. And I still want the more powerful units that are here to be under an actual good army, so they have a chance of getting that roll. They'll be at 18. They can take one more guy here. And they can take this. Any unit that's now not in an army at this moment, because all of them are full, will have to go into the Leningrad front. Again, it's overburdened. How's the Archon? Well, these are probably also... They're not overburdened, okay. Let's put them under that then. I'll do it, make it into very dark. That doesn't look nice, but at least I get to see which units are under that. How much can it still take either way? 5 more units. I have that plenty. Two, 3. I want to make sure that on the next turn I don't have any forces coming from map. Are going to places I don't want them to go. Stuff like this. And I'll still check this every now and then. This is 1942. I guess I'll just recheck this in 1942. Like, they have a bunch of stuff going into Northern Front. I'll take care of it whenever that will be appropriate. But that is not now, so... Okay, well. That's those guys. Then I have everything here under the Luga Operational Army. I suppose that's okay. Unless the... I could put them on the Northwestern, but I really don't think it's that great of an idea. What I will do is put this tank division here. Now... I also pretty much just only have 28th Army here, so and I guess this, but let's start with this, and now they could take another 2. And let's do that. Again, not too amazing, but nope. I guess I kind of should have taken that hex, probably. Okay. Next up, clean up this mess. How bad are they? 73 out of 72 is not too bad for the moment. How's Western Front doing? 71. Southwestern Front is at 82. And Southern Front is at 70. Let's just start down here for a bit. Eighth Army can technically take 2 more, but there wouldn't be anything in range. Okay, 9th Army will operate from here. And 2 of them will leave. So you can be on their 9th. These shall south. 12th Army and 12th Army it is. Then they're apparently those 2, but you're already overburdened by this stage. Well, I'll have 26th Army in this area, so that 12th can also take these. And now these will switch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. How good is this guy? pretty much the same as this guy. Not great. But there'll be 16. 19. Okay. I'm actually putting them in there. And then they actually have one more unit in there, so I can take one more. Just like that. Now I will actually put them under the southern front here. Which sucks, it will be heavily overburdened. But there's not that much I can do. Okay. Next up, I have an 18th army here. That will lose 2, only 2 currently, and I have 1 unit here which is also under it. Let's put you under the 18th. 18th. Okay, let's start with it like this. And I can give away those two, probably. He basically needs to take all that mechanized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or at least a lot of them. 5th army, huh? Means he will not be able to take those. Are you under 5th? You're under 3rd. Out of 21. I actually think now one, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is as much armor as they can possibly get. Now, 6th Army is here. You can be under 18th, and then you can be under 6th. And basically that would have him give up these two, putting him to 21. Which is okay. None of these armies is actually having a whole lot of them. But he is having a pretty large portion of that. 3rd Army is actually the smallest. I'll send those up here. And I believe Kuznetsov also has reasonable mech, so... Bit weird to be switching things up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Still, I'd rather actually have them hold that mech. Which is 5 out of 14, yeah. Gotta switch these. Which is fine. Then I will at least leave 1, 2, 3, 7 in total, so they're actually a 13. You can go to 28, take 4 more units. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the moment, Kharkov indeed is. Next, 10th Army. We'll take all of these. Tenth Army is the best here, so don't mind if I do. Although you'll also be on 3rd. And this way. Tenth will take those. Pretty much up till here, and then that leaves me with 27th to deal with everything up north. Creating all these depots also costs a lot, actually, but yeah, 24 resource production also. It sucks balls. Still, Southwestern Front is not that overburdened, so I'll have these guys take as much as possible. Then 21st. One, two, three, four, five. Can go here. It's just not that bad. 21st. These guys will be under the 4th Army. There's no way I can link both of them. Okay, you're at 9,000. They might already be under the new TOE. No, they're not. Okay. I'll just keep them there. In fact, I do want to have some units digging in at Kharkov. Specifically. Alright, shifted my forces a bit. Not the worst. How is the Oral Military District either way? 36, huh? Okay. And the Western Front, not overburdened. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth Army it is. This 1-1 is not going to stop my opponent. And these guys can fall back there. Yeah. Okay. That's 4th Army. Next. We have a 13th Army. Oral, that's all fine. Actually don't mind that. I'll be putting all of these under the Oral Military District for this one turn. Mm, 13th Army, how good are you? 2-5. Yeah. What about 24th? Also 5. Also 5. Alright, there we have a 13th Army. Now there will be an 11th Army there too, but let's get started here with 24th. Unless these are under the 20th, which is, yeah, really the to go to for mechanized. How's 20th doing? Rather, I'd have them have no infantry. Oh, okay. 24th. 24th. 18. It's fine. Now, '20th Army still has 4 rifle divisions, which they need to get rid of in a sense. Also, there's stuff like this. Now, Northwestern Front is now least overburdened. Let's see. You should be under the 19th. And you too. Means 28th can cut some slack. Oh, I see. Still. Ugh. The Oral Military District. I should put 11th Army on that. And to be honest, let's get you there. You there. That's 11th Army. I have left 31st and 33rd. 33rd is a 4-4 and this is a 2-4, which is even worse. Well, that leaves 31st Army, which I'm going to be putting on the Leningrad front, and I'll be sending it up north. Because that's now extra. Okay. 32nd Army. How is the Moscow military district? It's over full, huh? Well, let's not burden it too much more then if the Oral military district is already full. Is there any other military district I can put them on there? The Volga military district. What a beautiful color. Okay. that's those, but I actually have some more cavalry here. I'm actually inclined to send these 4 all the way down. Over here. Or kind of like here to start building some defenses. It's probably good. I think they can be useful. Do I have a rail yard there? Zubtsov? No. Let's get them into Reshev then. Might actually get some defenses there. Now, probably not gonna like this, but if my opponent doesn't hurt me too bad, which he probably will, then yeah, I really don't like this. Yeah. It sucks for them, but I really do feel like this is probably a better way of doing it. Okay, so then, for all intents and purposes, I do have everything tackled now. It's a really ugly color, but it will only be there for a turn. Luckily my opponent will try to attack through here, but then there'll be some bad stuff here too. Well, not actually those hexes, but yeah, I'll just... If they... break through. There are gonna be airfields there. I will need the depots. And they're on train. So that doesn't matter. Okay. Now, I'll be moving Stavka in here for this turn, so I can actually give the things to these armies. Let's start with 22nd Army. I guess they're building the airfields. Okay, well, I guess artillery only it is, but let's start here. Three. 4, 5. That's the 22nd. 16th Army next. Three, 4, 5. Can I give to the 34th from here? No. The only other is 31st. It's here. Should be able to give to the Luga operational army though. I will also give these to the 16th here, or 22nd. Hmm. The thing is, I should probably just dish out all the artillery right now, so... 22nd and 16, huh? Two... 3... 4... 1... 2... 3... 4... Remaining two will go to the 31st. I'll put 4 artillery under the 31st as well. Because that, or maybe even 5. Next turn, then they already have it. These infantry battalions, I'd really rather send them to the north, but I guess now I'll divide them between the 16th and the 22nd. So that they might help some. Basically, I'm throwing everything I've got at them. In the hopes that large artillery amounts might actually stop them a little bit, the opponent. We'll see. Now, I still need to take stuff from the reserve. Potentially get on the map. There are a few, not that many. Because of the huge amounts I have here. And they all need to get filled. All at the same time. That's all for the artillery. Lots of AA at least going to the map, being over 75 now. which is good because it means this will be slightly less full here. We've been getting a gazillion reinforcements every turn so far, which I do really like. But indeed, does mean all this stuff is quite full as it is. Making so many units. But they didn't cost any, and I do want to make use of all of this. If my AA can shoot down a few German planes, I'd be quite pleased. If only there was a way to send all of them. Well, I am through almost all of them, at least. Just one more row. And I'll be done. 378 men, huh? Or in total 414. None of these other ones are at full capacity. This too is a bit of a nightmare. Those mortar units are not ready. I am gonna send none of these yet, since they're all unready. Rather unfortunate business of that, but we'll get to it eventually. There's just a bunch of rifle divisions that doesn't get stuff. If we look at the info screens, my reserve forces, I have some stuff in the manpower pool. My opponent has a lot more as it is. At the very least, we're getting close to their numbers too, with in terms of on-map forces. I think in terms of on-map forces, I'm actually doing quite fine, even though I'm not doing that much damage to my opponent. I do need rather to take less damage, but I'll do a quick overview of anything that still needs to be done. I'm okay there, here. No reason why I wouldn't refit you. I'll take these back out once some of these are actually doing okay, but currently those are all on refit too. Everything along this line, along that line. Those are 3 new troops. I'll put them on the 33rd actually. Since it still makes them slightly more prone to do better than before. I can actually see my opponent just trying to smash through all of that. Trying to get into the back here. This is obviously not a good defense, but it's better than nothing. Everything's taken care of there. Just pull it back. Still have nothing in here, but I'm gonna start plugging that with a few forces. Retreating down here in the south now. Definitely not looking for a fight with all that infantry. Oop. Bye bye Kiev. It was nice knowing you. This is a reasonable defense, at least for this one turn. After which I might pull them out. All of these should be on reserve as well. Not these two, but... okay. Except this cavalry. And I'm actually gonna put that cavalry in here. Alright, let's just put them under the third arm if you can. No. Well. Still rather have them here in case they want to break through on this side. It's unlikely. And then I got everything covered here for the moment. Next line of defense. Oh man. To the Dnieper. Over here. Again, slowly retreating here to make sure that if they move towards Kharkov, this doesn't turn into a gargantuan encirclement problem, which otherwise it might. Rather pull back. Next turn. I'm not getting that many extra forces here now anymore from this turn. For example, next turn I'll get this in a northern front, rifle division in the reserves, reserves. This rifle division will go to Transcaucasus, and some naval infantry battalions will go from the map to the northern front. So I'll actually get no additional rifle divisions except, you know, that stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna transfer you to the reserves. You into the reserves. And this tank division into the reserves. They don't really replace that well. So especially if they start turning out like this. Like, I know they still have a bunch of T-26s, but it does allow them at least to recuperate a bit, some of them. Northwestern front and northwestern. Okay. I think that'll be it. So I'll be shipping things back to my opponent and we'll see how he does. Thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, and bye-bye. Not even sure whether I did the events. I think I did. Yeah. Can't do a whole lot with 6 AP. How were we down here? Alright, well, reasonable enough, I guess. I have no clue what's going on here. Yeah, I can end the turn. That does remind me, I need to take a look at those. The game keeps thinking that I want to attack. But I don't. It's weird. Okay. Oof. That was very weird. It still does it. Well, that means it's a good time for me to stop, because four, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. Yep. Okay, there we are. Yes, I did do depot management, thank you. Alright, I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.